Hey, hey, good morning. Here's my Sandye in a cup because it's time for morning coffee with Sandye. So, right there behind me, how do I get my hand to point? There, right there. See that pot? I am making pot of my famous spaghetti sauce. It's almost like an Italian stew. I put everything in the world into it. I mean, like every kind of vegetable you can imagine, every kind of meat you can imagine, and a whole lot of alcohol. That's the secret. Anyway, it's like a 3-day process, and I love every minute of it. Some friends asked me, please, would I make some? Because their family loved it, and they want me to share. I'm happy to share. There's something about having all those, did you see my trigger finger right there? Yeah, that was my trigger finger. You might want to back up, look and see what it looks like, and then bam. Anyway, I like the idea of cutting up all the fresh vegetables, and I make everything separately and then put it all together, and the smells are just, except no matter how many times I washed my hands last night, they still smelled like onions and garlic. Oh well, that's the way it goes, hey. So, I had quite a day yesterday. Not all good. First I went to the post office to mail out some of the quarantine books, you know, the How to Be Happy and Grateful books. And I don't know what was going on, but it took like 37 minutes in the post office, which seemed like an eternity. But the woman who helped me was so delightful that I opened one of the envelopes, gave her the gratitude book. Don't worry, I'll mail it back out again today. And she was so delighted, it made me feel so good. Don't you just love when doing something good not only makes someone else feel good, but it makes you feel good too? Woo, yeah, the gift is in the giving, I swear to you. Totally. All right, now, can I tell you about my day yesterday beyond that? So I finished at the post office and I needed to take some stuff over to my mother at the home. So I stopped at my house to pick some stuff up, and I walked in the door and it was like, whoosh. I think probably you know by now that the desert is kind of warm in the summertime. And it's been especially warm this past couple of weeks in the triple digits, and not 100 even. We're talking, yesterday was 100 and I think 13 when I walked into my house. And usually it feels so nice and cool to walk indoors, right? No, not yesterday. I walked into my house and it was 97 or 98 degrees inside my house. Yeah, probably my fault. It's been 6 years plus that I've lived there, and I've never, ever, 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 ever done anything for my air conditioning system, which seems so wrong because here's to my air conditioning system. It's done so much for me. First, I went into panic mode, and I'm not gonna lie, I got really upset and a little scared, thinking, oh my God, how much does a new air conditioner cost? How am I gonna do this? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, like the negative stories just like bombarded me. I decided I would go pick up some more stuff from my spaghetti sauce, grab my mask and my hand sanitizer, got back in the car and started to drive away, and thought, you need to calm down. Do what you tell everyone else to do. See if you can reframe this. See if you can see this in another way. And suddenly I realized that, wow, how fortunate was I to live in a place that had an air conditioner, and that for 6.5 years, my air conditioner brought me great joy and comfort. And now it was time for me to take care of my air conditioner. Story done. How lucky am I to live in a place where I can afford to have air conditioning and to have that kind of life. So I relaxed, I did what I needed to do, and I called a friend and said, help. She said, you gotta call Angel. And I thought, well, that's appropriate. Anyway, I called Angel and he was all that. Fixed my air conditioner, didn't cost a lot of money. He even cleaned it. He was so nice. But here's the really weird part. When I opened the door to let Angel in, a bat flew into my living room. No, I'm not joking. A bat, B-A-T, bat. And you should have seen us. Angel and I were like screaming like little children. I went and got us brooms, and then I thought, wait a minute, what are we gonna do if we hit it? So I opened the living room drapes, I opened the sliding door, I opened the screen door, I invited the bat to leave. The bat left. Yes, we have bats in the desert, but they're not usually out during the day. Wow, what an experience that was. I hope you have great experiences and stories today, and you can still smile about them tomorrow. And I'll see you then.